A local hospital has announced plans to close down 2 of its medical service departments this summer.
New pavement and drainage improvements are planned for a local neighborhood, and several community centers are offering cool places to shelter from the hot weather.
Some wet weather hanging around East Alabama, and that promises to continue for a couple of more days. We'll have the complete forecast details coming up.
The Fellowship of Christian Athletes has hosted a power sports camp this week at Fort McClellan. We have more on this in just a minute as EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Mike Stedham.
And I'm Katie Edwards.
Stringfellow Hospital, which merged with Regional Medical Center several years ago, will be shutting down its inpatient care and emergency service over the next 3 weeks. The Calhoun Journal reports that RMC's CEO, Louis Bass, announced the closure to hospital personnel recently. Bass says that Stringfellow will stop accepting new inpatients after 5 p.m. on July 12th. This includes a halt on new elective admissions on elective inpatient surgical procedures after that date. Inpatient care will cease entirely 1 week later. All patients still in Stringfellow at that time will be transferred to RMC. This means that the laboratory, radiology, and pharmacy services for inpatients and emergency room patients will also be discontinued. The emergency department at Stringfellow will stop accepting patients at midnight on July 18th and cease operations entirely on July 19th. Notifications have been sent to all first responders, telling them to take emergency patients to RMC or an alternative hospital ER starting July 12th. RMC has signed a letter of intent with an established provider to set up an urgent care center in the current Stringfellow ER department. The target opening for this new center is mid to late August.
Anniston Council member and RMC Board Chairman Jay Jenkins tells the Journal that he supports the upcoming change, calling it, quote, a good and necessary step for our community, end quote. He says the move will consolidate services in a single location instead of duplicating services just 8 blocks apart. County Commissioner Fred Wilson, who also serves on the RMC board, tells the Journal that he still supports the agreement between Stringfellow Foundation and RMC. Stringfellow Hospital has been serving Anniston and the surrounding communities at its current location since 1938. In 2017, it formed a partnership with RMC, and earlier this year, the first steps of the reorganization plan were announced.
A 1-year-old boy reported missing from Massachusetts last week was found by Alabama State Troopers Tuesday during a traffic stop on Interstate 59 near Attalla. The Alabama Law Enforcement Agency's Fusion Center received a bulletin last Friday from the Fall River Police Department in Massachusetts saying that child might have been taken by his mother, who did not have legal custody, and that she might be driving to Mississippi. The mother has been identified as 22-year-old Janiza Packett, who was last seen on Thursday taking her son from the home of her aunt, who did have custody. At approximately 10:15 Wednesday morning, troopers spotted the vehicle on I-59 in Etowah County and conducted a traffic stop where the child was recovered safely. Packett is currently facing pending criminal charges by the Fall River Police Department in Massachusetts. ALEA Secretary Hal Taylor thanked the officers of his department's Fusion Center, which was established to coordinate communication with local, state, and national law enforcement agencies. Missing children reports and Amber Alerts are among the types of cases that are assigned to the Fusion Center.
When we return, one neighborhood is getting its main road repaved and its drainage problems solved.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Meeting with Bynum residents this week, the Oxford City Council unveiled plans to repave the Bynum Cutoff Road and improve drainage along the route. The 1-mile stretch of road goes from Bynum Boulevard south to US 78. According to a report in the Calhoun Journal, Lance Armrester of CDG Engineers told the residents that the project followed a drainage study that confirmed significant flooding potential in the area. The project focuses on 3 main drainage channels and involves replacing large drainage pipes and improving ditches. Oxford officials will receive a $4.25 million federal grant for the project and must commit at least $1 million in city funds to complete the work. Construction is expected to begin in 2025 following the completion of design, permit acquisition, and easement agreements.
Workers who are looking for jobs and employers looking for workers have a new online resource. Go Build Alabama has launched a new job board designed to simplify the job search process for career seekers and for Alabama licensed commercial and industrial construction employers. This centralized job board offers a wide range of skilled trade job opportunities, from craft and field positions to administrative and sales roles. Jason Phelps, the executive director of the Alabama Construction Recruitment Institute, says the job board is a major step to connect the skilled workers with top job opportunities. The Calhoun Journal reports that career seekers can create an application profile, upload their resumes, customize their search filters to find jobs that match their specific preferences, and apply to multiple positions, all on this job board. Employers can use the platform to find the best qualified candidates for the positions they need to fill. More information about the Go Build Alabama job board is available at gobuildalabama.com.
When we return, East Alabama gets a new judge.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Talladega County has a new district court judge. Governor Kay Ivey appointed J. Scott Brewer to fill the vacancy left by Judge Jeb Fannin, who retired in June. Brewer began his legal career in 2004 as an attorney in private practice. Since 2008, he has served as an assistant district attorney, participating in numerous prosecutions and over 60 jury trial cases. Brewer holds degrees from the University of Alabama and the University of Tennessee and earned his law degree from Samford University's Cumberland School of Law. Brewer is set to begin his tenure as district judge on July 8th.
With the temperatures rising, it's important to stay cool and hydrated. If you or someone you know needs a place to escape the heat, several local cooling stations are now available in our community centers. Anniston sites include the city's Aquatic and Fitness Center at McClellan, the Carver Center on West 14th Street, Hodges Center in Golden Springs, South Highland Center on Allen Avenue, and the Wiggins Center on West 17th Street. The Jacksonville Community Center on Alexandria Road is also available.
You know, Mike, it seems like just yesterday we said we thought we really needed some rain, and today we got rain. I wonder if all the requests we submit to John Holder would work that way.
I don't know, but it's worth a try.
It certainly is. John joins us now in the EAN Weather Center to tell us if we can expect more of that wet stuff or if we're going to dry out and have more hot temperatures. John?
Well, Mac and Katie, how about both? We've got not only more rainfall coming, but more intense heat on the way as well as we make our way toward the 4th of July. We'll have the complete forecast for all of East Alabama next.
Spring into freshness at WM. Celebrate the season with our bountiful selection of farm fresh produce. From juicy berries to crisp greens, taste the flavors of spring at WM. Visit us today and let the freshness bloom in every bite.
Temperatures have been way above the average for this time of year by about 10 degrees until today. Today, plenty of cloud cover and some scattered light rain showers around the area. That led to temperatures actually being way below normal. 82 for the high today. That's 17 degrees cooler than yesterday, 7 degrees below the average. Our high temperature, I should say low temperature this morning, 72, a little bit above the average. The record high temperature at 102 and the record low at 54. The sun rising at 5:36 tomorrow morning. And you see the sunset now at just 2 minutes before the hour of 8 o'clock on your Thursday night. Speaking of Thursday night, it's time for your Thursday night weather on your street. Lumley Road in the city of Rainbow City in Etowah County. Showers and storms mainly early today, and we think we're going to continue with mostly light rainfall, but there could be some embedded heavier storms out there. The overnight low tonight will be 70 in Rainbow City. Coming up on your Friday, a day much like today, I think we'll see more sunshine tomorrow, but still a healthy dose of scattered showers out on Town Creek Road over in Heflin, right there, the connecting road between Highway 9 and Highway 78. 90 tomorrow, so it should be warmer with more sunshine, but still about a 50-50 chance of showers and thunderstorms, especially tomorrow afternoon. And as we look ahead to the weekend and the summertime, the weekend forecast is all important. Those weekends in the summertime are precious and few. Heat and storms on Austin Drive and Choccolocca in eastern Calhoun County. Temperatures well into the 90s, but again, every day we're going to see some showers and some thunderstorms. Our 7-day forecast takes us all the way through the 4th of July now. That is within range. We're going to see some very high rain chances coming up this weekend. Not an all-day washout by any stretch, but what we're talking about is some passing showers and storms tomorrow, a 70% chance on Saturday, a 70% chance again on Sunday. Highs rising back to the mid-90s by the end of the weekend. Nighttime lows getting back into the mid-70s by Saturday and Sunday mornings. Again, not a complete washout, but we will have scattered showers and thunderstorms loaded with lightning and heavy downpours at times, much like we had last night and today all across East Alabama. Then we're going to crank the heat back up big time, and those shower and thunderstorm chances will lessen as we get into the 4th of July week. Monday, first day of July, about a 30% chance of a shower, the high at 96. And then as we work our way towards the 4th of July, Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, look at those temperatures. Getting into the upper 90s again. Looks like we may cool down a little bit by the 4th of July, but in the days leading up to that, we're going to be dealing with very high temperatures, chances for showers. These rain chances are good and bad. Brings us a chance to maybe cool off for those folks that get those showers and thunderstorms. But with the humidity in the air, that means heat index values by next week are going to rise into dangerous territory, 105 to 110. A very uncomfortable week weather-wise coming up next week across East Alabama. We've been talking a lot about lightning. And we talked about this yesterday, and for good reason. We've had a lot of lightning around the last 24 hours. We talked yesterday about when thunder roars, go indoors. This is what you need to do. I want to back off and show you. One, if you're out on a playing field, leave the field immediately and head into a school, a home, even a vehicle. That will be safer than staying outside. And we've got this graphic showing lightning fatalities for outdoor sports. And no surprise here, the highest fatalities are in sports that are in wide open spaces. Think a soccer field. There's not a lot out there, just green grass. Same way with a golf course, wide open spaces. And those are the two areas where we have the highest percentage of lightning fatalities as far as people participating in sports. So if you're out there in these wide open fields with some of the sports camps we have going on, if you're out on the golf courses and those thunderstorms start to creep up and start to build in the afternoon in the summertime, that's when you need to go inside as well. Just play it safe around these pop-up afternoon thunderstorms. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, bright and early at 6 a.m. We'll break down your Friday at a glance. I'll be back here tomorrow evening for EAN Local News as we will break down the forecast for the entire weekend across East Alabama and kind of look ahead to that 4th of July weekend forecast as well. Right now, it is sports time. Namath Pitts is along, and he's going to be talking about a number of things in sports coming up across East Alabama. We mentioned the sports camps going on. He was at one of the big FCA sports camps out at McClellan today, and he's got all the details for you right now in sports. Namath?
Thanks, John. Cheaha Valley Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been hosting over 50 local athletes this week for their first Power Sports Camp. Cheaha Valley FCA consists of Calhoun, Cleburne, and Clay County. This week, Cheaha Valley FCA has hosted their first ever Power Sports Camp at Fort McClellan. Over 50 local athletes have joined together at the Anniston Aquatic Center and Grace Fellowship Church for sports development, competition, food, chants, worship, and most importantly, spiritual encouragement. Each athlete signed up for a specific sport where they are worked with one-on-one by a local coach or athlete. 8 sports were offered for the athletes: football, soccer, baseball, softball, golf, cheerleading, basketball, and volleyball. Food, worship, and services have been held at Grace Fellowship Church. Donahoe head coach Bill Smith has worked with the football athletes. Sacs coach Wes Ginn and Alexandria assistant Trey Phillips have worked with the baseball athletes. Jacksonville head coach Chris Terrell worked with the soccer athletes. Jacksonville State softball player Emma Jones-Hubbard worked with the softball girls. Faith Christian head coach Corey Hughes has worked with the basketball players. Former college golfer Ryan Howard has worked with the golfers. Carrie Reichert Skaggs has worked with the volleyball players. And Cheaha cheer and tumble coach Allie Mitchell has worked with the cheerleaders. Cheaha Valley FCA Director Cole Limbaugh talked more about the Power Sports Camp.
Yeah, so excited this week to have our first FCA Power Sports Camp here for athletes ages 7 to 13. Grace Fellowship has been such a generous host to us, as well as the Anniston Aquatic and Fitness Center, and really excited. We had 55 campers this year, which we were excited for. It's hard to break into a summer schedule and just a busy time of the year. So we had 55 campers this week that are getting loved on by huddle leaders, hearing the gospel of Jesus Christ, and growing in their sport. So I know there's a lot of things we can learn from, but I feel like year one, it's been a really good start. So a lot to build off of, and hopefully make this a staple item in the event calendar for our kids for years to come.
Huddle leaders are an important piece of any FCA camp. This week, multiple high school athletes and leaders volunteered their time to pour into each athlete and camper. Huddle leaders guide each group from one thing to another. Huddle leaders pour into a group of athletes spiritually and encourage them. Huddle leaders lead the athletes in chants. Huddle leaders are instrumental to the success of an FCA camp. One huddle leader, Monte Sinclair, who goes to Jacksonville High School, talked about being a huddle leader.
Well, I really was willing to embrace the role of being a huddle leader. I've got some hands-on experience with dealing with kids. I work at a community center, and so, man, I love kids, man. That's where my passion lies. I want to be a youth minister someday, so I look at this as a really good opportunity to ultimately become a youth minister one day. So it's been really, really good. I've had a great group of guys in my huddle. We have, since day one, we've made it a safe place in the group, so we all are comfortable with each other, we trust each other, and we've just been really vulnerable with each other. It's been awesome.
One camper, Nick Halfley, describes his camp experience as incredible. Nick is a student at Walter Welborn and has been working with Coach Ginn and Coach Phillips on the baseball diamond. Here is Nick Halfley talking more about his camp experience.
My name is Nick Halfley. I'm at Grace Fellowship, I think is the name. We're doing a football, baseball, a lot of sports camp. It's like basically a whole sport camp. It's really fun. They feed you. I think you should really try it out next year. It's really fun. So I'll say some of the things that we do. So I'm doing baseball. So you get to choose a sport, and I'm doing baseball with a bunch of my friends. So what we'll do is we'll start warming up, and then we'll stretch, and then we'll go. He'll hit us some infield.
And that's it for EAN Local Sports. Let's go back over to Mike and Katie.
Thanks for the update, Namath, and we thank you for watching today.
We especially want to thank those loyal viewers who've qualified for our Ultimate Summer Giveaway. That's going on through the end of June. Our newest group of top engagers includes Mike Sandifer, Roger Baker, Crystal Langston, Melinda Reeves, Christy Jones, Anna Gerald Bush, Angie Payne Spears, and April Doggerel. You're all in the drawing for this giveaway, which will be held in our local sports show, The Locker Room. That's on July the 1st.
And maybe people have heard some of those names before, but don't be discouraged. It is still anyone's prize, so continue engaging, liking, and commenting on our news and sports content. Also, like our East Alabama Now page and all of our giveaway sponsors pages as well, so you don't miss a thing.
We will continue to call out our top fans who engage every day until the end of June, which is sort of like tomorrow. You can be entered more than once and keep engaging on our posts and content for the Ultimate Summer Giveaway from all local businesses.
That's right. And along with the giveaway, as always, you can find us every weeknight on Facebook and YouTube and on a variety of sites, including our website, the Calhoun Journal, and Newsbreak. Just go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you.
See you back here Friday for your news on your schedule.